Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to another live stream. Merry Christmas. I know it's a week till Christmas. Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. Should the health insurance companies drop all the communists who support Luigi? I don't know. I'm sick of that story already, honestly. What's up, man? Dude, I'm like so fatigued. I don't even know. I woke up at like 11 o'clock today. I'm so tired all the time now. I mean, what even is there to talk about? I don't. CNN committed treason. I didn't hear that, no. Some body positivity woman was just hired to work in healthcare. In what does that mean? In what field? Kirk benched for Penix. Yeah, I saw that. It's not surprising. Slept maybe too long. No, man, this has been going on for a while now. Like the thing is I don't think when I was in as a teenager, I never slept till 11 o'clock or anything like that. But I don't even fall asleep till like 3:30 now. How do you see Penix's performance next three games? I mean, I would expect. I mean, who knows? The rookie quarterbacks suck. They do, especially right when they come in. I wouldn't expect much. I mean, they find their footing most of the time. So some of them don't, but I mean, rookie quarterback performance is not good. You lucky you get a new government in 33 days. I can't wait till Canada gets conservatives. Yeah, I saw that. I think I have it on here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. 252 seats for the Conservative Party for Canada. Yeah, I mean, if this happens, based off of this poll, I guess Conservative is at 45%. The two Liberal parties combined are at less than the Conservative Party. Yeah, they use opposite colors. They use red for Liberal. So this is all Conservative. Pretty crazy. Melatonin is I've had that before. I don't view that as a good idea. It eventually catches up to you. Your body adapts to it. You end up just needing more. I don't really know if there is a sleep aid that can just put you to sleep and really not have any problems with it, because once your body develops a tolerance to it, it becomes a problem. We can talk about Titanic facts. I'd have to brush up on I mean, I was always interested in the Titanic when I was younger because I loved like flooding for whatever reason. I just like when things flood, and that was always something that I know a decent amount about the Titanic, I guess. Have you heard about UCF getting rid of their coach and hiring Scott Frost? Yeah, I saw that. Maybe it'll work. Trudeau said he wants to stay on and he'll get annihilated. Yeah, Trudeau's approval rating I heard was like 15% or something. Do you personally like blue or red? I like a light. I mean, I like different shades of blue, honestly, just as a color. Pierre Paul, yeah. He's like a not really a MAGA, but he's a Canada first. I mean, that seems like that's what the West is going for now. Is they're going for more conservative. Who's your favorite NFL team? I'd say the Browns. Libs going from 100. Libs just the Liberal Party got just annihilated. I mean, is this how the Canadian elections work? They just nuked an entire party if this ends up happening. Minus 150 seats. That would completely change the power structure of Canada. I don't know. It's like different elections work different ways because, like the popular vote, if you look like the popular vote in, I think it was the UK, the Conservative Party should have gotten way more seats than they got. But here it looks like it's the opposite. It looks like the Conservatives getting way more in terms of the majority, 252 seats. The next highest is 60. Do you think the Lions can win the Super Bowl? I mean, of course the Lions could win the Super Bowl. That was not a good performance against the defensive performance was bad. They could win the Super Bowl. It's just a matter of if things fall right for them. You want home field for sure. Will he become the governor of the state of Canada? I mean, I don't think that's happening, but you have to treat it more. I mean, everyone's just kind of treating it as a troll, but I mean, Trump is now trying to like put out proposals. Well, not put out proposals, but it seems like Trump's trying to like placate to Canadians on why it would be a good idea to join the United States. So, I mean, I think Trump wants to expand the United States in some way. Trump won the popular vote. Was it what is it just finally official? I mean, I feel like we've said it's official like 100 times, but no, I think they must have finished counting like a few weeks ago. Are we in the Fallout timeline? Well, I never played Fallout, but I do remember like reading about it and stuff. I thought in Fallout they just annexed Canada because it was easier rather than just have separate countries with dealing with passports and everything like that in a wartime scenario. But this is not really a wartime scenario. It just seems like Trump is ambitious in acquiring territory rather than it's like, oh, we need to do this because it would make it easier in a wartime scenario and Canada would want to do it because they would want the United States protection, so it would make sense. That's like a totally different thing. This would just be a land acquisition, I feel like, rather than just, oh, we have to do it because, you connect Alaska to mainland United States. Your video today suggesting America should leverage our military ability to take over Canada was pretty bold. Well, I never said they should take over Canada. I said Trump wants to do a, I think, manipulate. I think Trump wants a very cheap trade deal with Canada, and the United States hypothetically could get it if they bullied Canada. That's what I think Trump. I mean, maybe Trump does want Canada, although I can't see the purpose of it because are you talking about ending them as a state? That's not a good idea. It's just like you think people would be like, you really can't do that. Like it would really hurt the Republican Party. I mean, you could add them as a territory, that would be different, but then when liberals get into office, do they try and make Canada different states? And then see that's the problem. But I think it's more so just leveraged. I mean, when you've got a military that's so much more powerful than the one to the north, why are we paying market price for oil? You can just say no, we're going to pay less for it, and if you don't like that, you're going to have some serious problems. I mean, you guys export 85%. We to us, we export 15% to you. 2087 is when Fallout begins. 2087. Wow. Do you play any video games? Yeah, some Call of Duty. I've been playing some older Call of Duties. I mean, I guess I play a little bit of the NCAA 24, although I really don't like that game. I still think that's not a very good game. There's just no detail in the Dynasty mode. Merry Christmas. Yeah, Merry Christmas, man. Make us a few states, not just one. Too many liberals in the East, should be East and West. Well, I mean, I would imagine pretty much all the provinces would be states outside of maybe the upper ones because there's such little population. You wouldn't make those would have to combine. The three most northern provinces, I think, would have to combine together to form one state, and then the other provinces all as states, I guess, is fine. Crazy that 51st state coin is only at 29K. Hilarious, dude. The crypto has been terrible today. This is just getting annoying. This is supposed to be a bull market, and we got to deal with this shit where everything tanks in price. But I didn't even know that coin is that on Ethereum or Solana? I guess it's better. I mean, I prefer it on Ethereum, but buy Greenland. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a disappointing that Trump is more. I mean, I just think Greenland is so much more realistic. You don't have to deal with population. I mean, Greenland is a potential multi-trillion. I mean, we don't know this because you do need a lot of that ice to melt. But minimum, you're making billions off of Greenland. It's going to take time, but you will make billions off that investment. As long as it's not a crazy ask to where they ask, like, oh, it's going to cost 500 billion. Because I wouldn't do it if it was going to cost 500 billion. But Greenland, I think, it's, and to me, if I was a leader, I mean, if I was like Trump, I would be like, Greenland is such an obvious thing because, as well, Greenland is going to pay, like Greenland and Bitcoin, those would be the two biggest things. I mean, obviously you want to end the war, but like long term, that you can look back on like 30 years, look at what Bitcoin's at in price. Trump doing like a reserve for Bitcoin and the United States making so much money off of that, minimal risk, and then also buying Greenland. And it's going to take years to be able to get the infrastructure out there, and it's going to cost money. There's going to have to be an investment into mining. But imagine the climate changes a little bit, it becomes more valuable. I mean, that's how you really make a legacy past. I mean, look at what Biden's done. It's just all slop. Like with Biden, there's just nothing there. Alberta, Saskatchewan. Yeah, there would also be one other province I think would be conservative. Should we make Quebec independent? Yeah, they do want. It does seem like they've had a number of times where they want to be independent, and I think that might be would maybe best. I don't know what type of natural resources are there, because if were a lot of natural resources, it wouldn't make sense to make them independent. But if it's just a bunch of liberal people, then yeah, it would probably. But then, I mean, it would be kind of weird. They would be by themselves and surrounded by the entirety of the United States. I really don't know. Crypto's about buying high and selling low. Well, I mean, you gotta hold. That's what it's about. Thoughts on Pen GU coin? Yeah, I never buy shit like that. That immediately opens. I mean, I know I didn't see that coin. What does it open at, like a billion market cap? Is this what it is? Yeah, this thing's opening at like a billion market cap. I mean, if I have that correct, because I remember there was a bunch of stuff. Yeah, come on. This is like crap. I mean, I'm not buying a meme coin that gets launched with a billion market cap or whatever. Would it have a pre-sale? Yeah, it's not even fully circulated. Or is this a market cap? Or is this a meme coin? Yeah, but I don't even think they would add it as the 51st state. It wouldn't make sense. Which one were you referencing? 1919, 115K. I mean, there's like see, this is the other problem with cryptocurrency. Like, how many of these coins does there need to be? So we've got one at 19K, we've got another one at 19K, we've got another one at 115K, we've got another one at a million, and then I think these might be the same, and it just keep no. There's like four viable options here, folks, and they're all on Solana too. I guess look at the one that has the most. Pump Fun, Pump Fun, Pump Fun. This one's not from Pump Fun. This thing just came out. Wow. Yeah, stay away from this. It's gonna tank. I filled out my bracket and I have Texas versus Notre Dame national championship. Do you have a group? Yeah, I do have a group. You can join it if you go to my video. There's a link if you go to the video where fill out the bracket. Just search up, God, I don't remember what I titled. I think just college football playoff full bracket predictions. Why would we want Mexico? The poverty alone is the reason not to take it. Yeah, well, something like that would be a longer term investment. I think eventually the land itself would end up paying off. It would, but it would be a pain in the ass to deal with all the corruption that's going on with Mexico. There would have to be a major investment into Mexico if you took that on. And ideally, I mean, you know, if you clean it up, it's a huge win because then you fix the border issue because there's really not a problem there. The border gets lowered and but it's such it would require such a massive investment. It really wouldn't be attractive to any president because it would take such a long time to clean everything up. You're bullish on Isaac Coin, the guy who reacted to Bitcoin breaking. I remember that video, yeah, on YouTube. Oh, he made a coin, or did they make a coin for him? Trudeau at minus 52 now in approval, yeah. Did you see Dark Maga pumped? I mean, dude, we could use a Christmas miracle, man. We really could with Dark Maga. But I think it went back down. I mean, this is pretty typical. Yeah, they're selling it off now. I mean, it did have a nice pump, but it's already come back down. It's typical from Dark Maga. It looked like it was waking up too. I mean, unfortunately, we had a shit day in the market at the worst time. I mean, if it just could have held at around 6.5, you know, you could potentially see something. I mean, I guess it woke up for a little bit for the first time since like the elect. Well, this was the election. Man, you would think it would go even higher. I mean, I knew there would be a huge sell off after the election, but I mean, the coin was only at 20 million. Like, but yeah, there was a little bit of a pump here, and it's they're selling it off again. H bar XRP. I mean those coins are too high in market cap for me to buy, honestly. Who do you think will win March Madness this year? Do you have UConn? No, I wouldn't pick UConn to win. I don't know. I mean, March Madness is such a crapshoot. A lot of it comes down to how teams are playing headed into the to March Madness, and I don't know. I couldn't even say right now, honestly. Notre Dame beats Georgia. Yeah, I mean Georgia's such a mixed bag, dude. They might honestly like the backup more though. Stockton, he seems to be. Who knows? He barely played, but he seems to be decent enough. Beck was so inconsistent. He really was. He's a main holder. Yeah, I don't like when they do that, man. Like you start a coin like that, it should be organic. You bring on influencers. I don't know. He's the dev. Ideally, you would start it organically without like when you have stuff like that. I don't like that. Rumor has it a professional lip reader observed Trump mouthing Mog. Yeah, that's why it was being disputed. You see, it was being that was being disputed. So maybe no, I don't know. You coming around to XRP yet? Come on, man. You got to stop with XRP. Why do people? I mean, you just look at the chart on. Look at all of the history on XRP going back to 2017. It's such a red flag galore. It's a red flag galore, and I would never buy a cryptocurrency that's 8, 9, 10 years old. Doge is crashing. Department of Government Efficiency or the actual Doge or both. Howard or McCord? I think Howard's better, man. I mean, McCord, he just threw a ton for Syracuse. People were like, oh, eh, he just threw a bunch of passes. He played in a shitty conference. He played in a dome as well. When you have that much volume, you're gonna put up some stats in a shitty conference. Why is no one talking about Russia curing cancer, the vaccine? I mean, let's see what the vaccine actually does. I mean, I think if they actually cured it, it'd be a bigger story. So annoying. Democrats think that Trump will destroy the economy. Yeah, but then their talking point's just going to be, well, Biden, resurrected the economy from the dead, and then Trump just gets all the credit, and then that's what they'll say. So we just go through this every 4 years with these people, and it was Obama, not Trump, and now it's going to be Biden, not Trump, and happy holidays. Thank you for covering New York City's soccer stadium. Are you talking about the stadium next to City Field? I mean, I covered it maybe a little bit a while ago. If that's the one you're talking about, yeah, they're doing a bunch of stuff around City Field. They're putting a park right next to City Field. I mean, I guess that's kind of what their P teams are doing now. Government efficiency, that coin. It might be a nice entry. I don't have the funds to do it, dude. My money's already in shit. I'm not gonna. I mean, I would rotate if I ended up making a fuck ton off of one coin, but obviously everything's down right now. Brady, what's up? Did you get into the Pen GU air? I mean, no, I don't even know what that coin is, man. I didn't get the airdrop. I never really do those airdrops. I don't think it's really worth it, man. I don't view the airdrops as worth it. I mean, maybe this one gave out like 100. You get like $300. People, they jizz in their pants. They get like $300. I mean, is it really worth it? I mean, imagine erroneously clicking on something, you get your funds drained out of your wallet. It's like I don't view it as worth it. You know how many like whenever there's a big airdrop, the amount of dude, you should see some of these scams that these people have now. They'll like buy golden check marks to do this shit. It's crazy. They'll spend $1,000 on a check mark to do this, and they'll actually put like they'll buy a bunch of bot accounts and then make something trend from those bot accounts, and then you'll click on something like Uniswap down, and then it's like this is how you fix Uniswap, and you'll have to. It's all crazy what they do now. What do you think of Laura Trump resigning her position from the RNC? Something in Florida, perhaps Senate. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't know what she's gonna do. I was told by someone that she was actually the next Trump up. Even she was more liked, even more so than Don Jr. I don't know how accurate that is. But yeah, I mean, I thought the rumor was she was gonna run for Senate. But who knows if that's true, but that's what I heard. There's a cult 6900. Yeah, but that's not even based off of a stock. Now they're just ruining the narrative. They gotta stop with this. Church of Meme. Oh, this has actually been out for 2 months. Man, this thing. What happened to this thing? Hmm. Man, imagine you buy it 3,000. Thing got resurrected. I don't know, man. These people are just gonna dump on you. I mean, that's a pretty low market cap. I'd have to see the Telegram and stuff. It doesn't even have a Telegram on here, I don't think. Will the temperatures in the 20 affect the playoff game set? I think they will have at least a little impact. I think they'll impact Tennessee a little bit. I mean, the temperatures are what they are. I'd like there to be snow, but I don't think there's going to be. But it is going to be cold. What do you think the main reason is on why our country is so polarized? I think it's mainly social media. Everyone, and also there's like a sensationalized culture. Panera or Chick-fil-A? Chick-fil-A, I'd say. What is the most money you ever won on a slot machine? I've never done a slot machine for any crazy money. Talk about the role of Christianity in Western civilization. Well, I think everyone needs a religion. You need a religion for balance and you need religion for structure. And it's good for society because it allows everyone to follow a certain way in which you should act amongst the society. I do think religion is important, yeah. SMU or Penn State winning? I think that's a game Penn State should win. Normally James Franklin doesn't lose games like that where he's got the most talent. Wouldn't Greenland melting open up new strategic military bases in the air? Oh, Greenland melting would be amazing if it would be a coup if they acquired Greenland and then it was melted more. It would be. I mean, it's not good for the world. You don't want that to happen because that would say. But I'm just saying in terms of that, yes, that would be good. Workout routine. I do like 10 headbutts a day. G, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, you gotta get the headbutts in and based. I don't know what meme coins you're talking about. You holding too stress for me. No, I don't hold that, man. What kind of a shit coin is that? No, I'm not going to. If you could choose one temperature to be outside year round, what would it be? Well, it's like 66 degrees, 63 degrees. It just stays that temperature. There's no ebbs and flows. If you give me like a range, like normally there's a high, there's a low. I'd say like a high of 67, a low of 51. I would take. I think that'd be decent every day. 67 is pretty warm. Do you really trust Vance? Do you think he'll ever backstab Trump like Pence? No, Vance. It's they're on two way different trajectories. I mean, Pence was already a seasoned rhino at that point. Vance is very young and a lot more open and open in like the idea of the MAGA movement and everything like that. So they're two completely different people, completely different career paths, completely different points in their career. It's not comparable. Post your link to the playoffs challenge. I mean, dude, the link is this is come on, man. I think I might. Oh my goodness, now I'm 4-0. Wait, the James Madison game already happened? Dude, I'm 4-0 on this. This is crazy. But what was I gonna go to? You wanted me to post. Let me take a look at this, see if I can find. All right, there's the link, man. You do the best live streams. I really got to start to segmenting my live streams better. I feel like they end up just. I mean, it's just I mean, I don't really know what do people want in live streams. Do they want me to just act like it's a video? Because I see a lot of live streams where they don't talk to the chat and it's just a video. But then, what's the point of making it a live stream? Wouldn't it just be better to do a video? It's kind of strange to me. Like, why? Like, should I just not look at it? Should I do a video reacting to something? I don't know. I was chatting with some libs and they were talking about how proud they were stores got looted in the BLM riots. Well, I mean, they shouldn't be too angry about January 6th then if they're happy about that. 57.72. It's perfect. Yeah, a lot of people like it in like the really low 70s, I would say. Why do you think women are so radically left? Yeah, I was going to show that chart. It's a pretty, I mean, I know people, we're not going to, people don't want to rehash this, but it is pretty remarkable. These figures. There are 25 Democrats for every Republican, or that's an average in the academia fields: communications, anthropology, religion, English. It's crazy. And you asked the question about why women are so liberal. I mean, that's a reason. Women, I mean, is what is their career path other than college? They have no path. All of them go to college. So you're automatically introduced into a liberal environment. And the way liberalism is taught at a lot of these colleges, it's taught as conservatives are uneducated racists, and it's not really a choice between right or left. It's the choice between being a good or an ignorant bad person. So they treat conservatives as bad and ignorant, and liberals as just good and open and kind-hearted, and they like trans people and they like gay people. And so that plays to women's emotions more. And I mean, listen, you go into an environment and you, because these kids, they're 8, 17, 18 years old, they have no political opinions, and you get thrust into a liberal environment. I mean, if this was all like 50-50, I mean, I think women would probably still be more liberal just based off of the way their emotions get played to, but it would be a bit closer than this, I would say. What do you think is going to happen to blue states these next 4 years? You think the federal government might intervene with the craziness? Um, I mean, I would imagine a lot of the blue states are going to, you know, the governors are going to try and play hero, and we're not going to deport these people, and we're not going to do this, and Doge is taking money from us. They're taking, you know, so there's going to be a lot of that. Um, but yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of hero ball with the liberal governors and a lot of the liberal mayors. We've already seen it when Trump's president elect about the deportations and stuff, and some of the cities are not going to be working with the Trump administration. And I'm sure once Musk and them do the whole Doge thing and they start saying this is not needed, this is a waste of money, there'll be outcries. They'll be like, no, you're taking away, you're making it worse for us, and there's going to be all of that's going to happen. But I mean, if you're more referencing like riots and stuff, I mean, there's not going to be any of that crap. They would be dumb to do anything like that. What's really scary is that Harris is still just a heartbeat away from the presidency. Yeah, but that's irrelevant, honestly, at this point, dude. I wouldn't be worried about that. What is she going to be president for a month? You know, it's I wouldn't be worried about that. I really like the way you wing it by reading comments and reacting. It suits my ADHD personality perfectly. Thoughts on Bill Belichick to North Carolina? I mean, if I was North Carolina, it's just hard if you're a fan of North Carolina to really be excited about something like that because you understand it's only going to be for a few years. Like, and then also, isn't his son like taking over? And his son's not even qualified. He's just like he got the job for his son almost. I mean, I don't know if that stipulation is actually in place, but I read somewhere that yeah, his son is like on the staff and he's going to take over after. I mean, he'll get some players in the portal because he's got clout, but as a fan, it's kind of hard to be excited about that when you know he's probably going to leave in like 2 or 3 years. He's not really going to build anything there. None really go to trade school like men. I mean, the it's got to be 99.9% of them go. I mean, not 99.9, but like 98% go to college. I would say. If you had daughters, would you push them to go to college? Um, I mean, I don't even know the avenue for. I mean, I think there's other things. There's other options. I mean, it would be a conversation, I guess, but I'm sure they would want to go to college. I mean, all their friends go to college. It's like, but that's what it is. But it's a lifestyle for pretty much for so many young people now. They have to go to college, but for women, it's a lot more cranked up than dudes. Will the Democrats still blame Trump for January 6th, 2021? And why are some Democrats suddenly saying they like Trump after he won? Well, because they have to placate to Trump. And but yeah, there has been a little bit of, which is surprising from some people, how they've shifted so much since the election. I mean, they've just got this ironclad stance to where they hate Trump and he's like a fascist, and then they change their tune. But I don't think they're going to change anything on January's. You know, January 6th is just going to be more irrelevant. The reason it's more irrelevant is because it was inconsequential in terms of Americans' viewpoint on January 6th. They reelected Trump after January 6th. So that makes January 6th in and of itself more irrelevant. What the hell is communication? Yeah, I mean, you think communications would be like announcing and stuff for sports, I guess. But I don't know. I guess it's like taking phone calls, reception. Do you think Doge is going to lay off a bunch of federal employees? Yes, I do. They will lay off a bunch of federal employees, or will they cut costs elsewhere? Well, there'll be a big fight about that for sure. But yeah, there's already a lot of people that have talked about how useless some of these job titles are and things like that. But I mean, the government just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger because the people in power. I mean, there's no one from the outside to come in and say, "Hey, this is all useless." It's just because it's like they're all in this together. But when you bring Musk in and Vivek, it's going to get really ugly for those people. I mean, you're not going to fire someone that does a similar job to you. Like, imagine if Harris would have won. I mean, it would just get bigger and bigger and bigger. I mean, there's just no accountability for any of those jobs, and it's gotten way too big. Top Dems are saying they want Kamala in 2028. That's got to be a joke, Jack. Jack, that's a joke. They're not that dumb. I think they're letting Kamala do whatever she wants, have her little show. Anything that Kamala says right now is totally irrelevant when it comes to the political future because in politics, 1 year is an eternity. Nobody was going to remember what Kamala Harris is saying right now. I know she's trying to, maybe she can run in California. That's different, but they're not going to have her be a serious candidate in 2028. It's just not going to happen. Whatever she says right now is meaningless. It's because it's meaningless for 2028 because 2028 is so far away. I think they know they can't do anything. I mean, because that would just be a total like, are you kidding me? You don't have anyone better. And I think they're like, all right, no, we're not going to do this with her. George Stephanopoulos might be booted out of ABC because he cost them $15 million. Well, yeah, you know what that was? It was he said that he said the R he said raped, and it was, I think, just sexual assault, and those are two different legal terms. So that's why he got sued for $15 million. One of the Jonas brothers, I saw that. That's funny you mentioned that. I did see that. One of the Jonas brothers replied to Elon on X. I don't even know if he replied to. Yeah, you're right. He did. He just like did the quote tweet, I think. And libs are melting down. Yeah, man. I would like the crazy thing is I saw that and I saw the comments from all the people that follow. I guess the Jonas brothers. They're crazy liberal. These people. Um, and all that. I don't know if it was Joe Jonas or Nick Jonas. It was one of them, or if, I don't know if there's another one. But they just it was like about Elon Musk like rockets or something, right? And like I just saw those comments, and he did. It wasn't even like a political thing, like Elon saying how much he loves Trump or anything. It was like about rockets, and all the comments were like, "Are you kidding me?" And it's it's all Gen Z bullshit. Like this ain't it. All that bullshit. It's like this. I didn't expect this from you. That's what they all. It's like these like 33 or like 25-year-old girls. And I was thinking to myself, like, man, imagine having a fan base like that where you can't even like tweet about a dude who's like number one in innovation in the world, and all of the comments, and he's like, gets ratioed for it. He gets ratioed for it. Saw people showing support for Kamala 2026 in California. Yeah, I mean California is very liberal, but I guess she would win that. But what if she lost the primary in California? Do you think BlackRock should be feared? Any entity that controls that amount of money, there's problems. There's big problems. That's a lot of power to have. She's gonna age like a president. Yeah, I mean, if she keeps drinking like the way she's been drinking, if you're talking about Kamala, yeah, they're really surprised the Jonas brothers are conservatives. He's so religious. Yeah, I know. But like, this is another thing. I was looking at this graph. Religion. Wait. So there's 70 liberal religious teachers to liberals are atheists. I mean, they're all atheist. They're not all atheists, but a lot of them are atheists. So I'm like, how is that even? It just goes to show you the entire college system is just a liberal cesspool. Even religion, where they're all atheist. I mean, what was the number? Kamala Harris won atheists by 70 points or something. Have you noticed how libertarians have become so much closer to the right than to the left? Seems like a big shift even from 2020. Really, I've always thought like even since 2016, libertarians were way more right wing. Um, to me, it's been for a while. I mean, that's more of like a free speech thing and personal freedom and small government. It's always been more conservative. I mean, not everything is in agreement with Republicans and libertarians, but there's more overlap there, way more, especially with liberals and how different and how much their party has changed in the last 20 years, and with technology now and the silencing. I mean, Is California still counting votes? They got to be, absolutely. Guys, if there's a political video you want me to react to, I could react to a video on YouTube. What is this graph? It's to show how outrageous the number of Democrats in college, like professors, versus Republicans. This clown.
Guys, don't forget, it's we the people, okay? We have executive order coming out 13848, right? It's going to be implemented. It's been out. Donald Trump helped create it, and it's going to come back to bite him in the ass because what it does is it says how we have to proceed when we realize that there has been outside interference in our elections.
Huh.
There definitely has been.
Russia?
They're going to reveal that on the.
This dude's in the Air Force
of December, because 45 days from November 6th.
Dude, this is annoying me. Don't hate me, but I gotta say it. Ohio State Buckeyes over Michigan. Oh no, I agree with you. Yeah, I like Ohio State over Michigan too. What can you do with a communications degree? Social media. Well, you know what? The communications degree might be like a social media manager now. Digital media manager, things like that. Digital sales. React to Chank on Piers Morgan. I mean, he's on there every day. Which one? Why can't our universities in super red states be conservative? Yeah, it's really everywhere too. It's you'd think Republicans would be able to take control of some of this just liberalism that's pushed on these campuses, at least to the Republican states. Like is Wyoming I think Wyoming University is probably liberal. I don't know though. Rewatch Trump's 2016 debates. I was watching one of them last night against Cruz and Rubio. I don't know why it was on my recommended, but I was watching it, and yeah, the reason those debates were so good was just because like just the Cruz and Rubio being there, and just when you had Ted Cruz and Jeb Bush, and those were some good debates, man. There were really no debates like, I mean, there were barely. Trump didn't even do debates this cycle. Yeah, I guess he didn't have to, but thoughts on Chill Guy with the meme coin, or just the meme in general. I mean, it's kind of weird how these memes come up randomly. Like, how does that meme even get that big? It just randomly came out of nowhere. It wasn't even like anyone knew about it, and then just it comes up one day and it's decided it's very popular. I thought that was kind of strange, or maybe it was popular and I just didn't know about it. But it's like it randomly spawns in one day. That's like, all right. The universities in Texas are red except for Texas. Yeah, I have a hard time believing that Houston is liberal, or Houston is conservative. The University of Houston. Wyoming is liberal. You went there for 2 years. Yeah, like that's crazy, man. The number one public university in Wyoming is liberal. Do you think COVID was created intentionally to cripple the world and put us into a financial crisis? Well, I think it's agreed upon it was created in a lab. It is funny. That's the thing with like silencing speech. That's why you can't really do that, especially with something that's evolving because you would get demonetized. I don't know if you get demonetized, but they would tell you not to say that, like, oh, it was created in a lab, and it turns out to be true. You can't penalize people for saying shit like that. That's bad. Marxists infiltrated our schools like 5 decades ago. Yeah, I remember seeing something on how to a Soviet video from I think the 80s on how to infiltrate the United States and destroy it from within. I don't know if that's what you were referencing, but Rutgers enrollment is 33% white. Man, Rutgers University, 33% white. Yeah, I don't think the drones are UFOs, man. There's just no way. Something definitely would have gotten out by now if that would have been the case. Who's the old guy in the screen? Oh, I think he's planning a January 6th. No, he's dude. If you're this old and you get called TikTok influencer, bro, there's something wrong. Army vet turned TikTok influencer. He wants 3% of the population to gather on January 20th to change everything. Yeah, wait, is it another January 6th? TikTok is already destroying the country from within. Well, it's destroying kids' attention spans, but there would be other stuff that would do it anyways. Now, I mean, TikTok is just I mean, look at YouTube Shorts. It's not necessarily the function of the app because there would be other versions of TikTok even if TikTok got banned. It's more so that China owns it. That's the problem. Auburn basketball will win the Natty. Yeah, I mean, Auburn looks really good, and they're older. They look good, but I mean, to say they're going to win the Natty with March Madness, it's hard to say that right now. 2028 will be the first election I can vote in, but I will not be able to participate in the Republican primaries. Vance will win, but I hope his mate will be Vivek. How possible is that ticket? Vance and Vivek, I mean, it's possible. I'm not sure it would really jive with the whole idea of a balanced ticket. But then again, Trump really didn't balance his ticket with Vance. So, yeah, I mean, it wouldn't shock me if it was Vivek. Vivek's going to play a huge role with Elon. He's going to be front and center with the whole Doge thing in this administration. He's a young, up and coming politician. He made a name for himself. He's, when you talk about MAGA, the MAGA movement, he's like the fourth or fifth person people mention now. So it wouldn't shock me. I mean, it just depends on what way they want to go in terms of maybe a strategical VP play rather than Vivek. Although, I mean, who knows? Is Ohio State liberal? Oh, yeah, Ohio State's very liberal. Have you ever heard of Jonestown? Of course. The Kool-Aid? Florida looks good in basketball. Yeah, I saw Florida was undefeated. Vance or Tulsi. Yeah, that's probably the front runners. Vance and Tulsi. It's either Vance and Tulsi, Vance and Vivek, Vance and DeSantis, maybe, although I don't think so. Do you think video games aren't as good anymore because of women being hired? Well, I think in general that's just more of a. I mean, it's very obvious there was definitely more of a push for that wokeness. Oh, we need minority representation in video games. They can't be this gory. You can't say certain things in video games to women. It's a bigger DEI type push that really happened in the 2010s, and it's still here, but it's not. It's all industries. It's everywhere. Look at the movies. They always talk about what movies you can't make now. Well, that's for a reason. You looking forward to the TikTok ban? Yeah, I don't know what the TikTok ban is right now. I thought it was like 50-50 or something. Yeah, I mean, we'll see if it gets banned. There's a chance it does. It just depends. Huh, Byron Donalds is really gonna take him out. No, I don't think. I mean, dude, how many new speakers do we need? It's like changing light bulbs with these people. Jonestown Massacre, where don't drink the Kool-Aid. Yeah, did you see the aerial shots of that? There's some crazy aerial photos of that. I remember. I didn't really. I just looked it up because I was intrigued. Maybe like a few years ago, and you can see the Kool Aid. They take the after photos and they just, like all the body bags and stuff, and there's like Kool Aid on the ground. There's like cups of it still there. Do you plan to ever go to college? Oh man, uh, I think that bridge is that's not gonna happen, man. Looking forward to the TikTok ban. Oh, I already read that. Caitlin Collins on CNN, a robot. Yeah. Well, they're trying to make her big now. Caitlin Collins. She's looks like Scott Pressler. There's a joke about it, but can you please explain hijacker's passport being found on it? It's not explain. I can't explain it. It's absurd. It's not. It's like one in a. It's not even one in a billion. I mean, yes, technically there can be some like. I'm not even sure. You'd think everything in that plane would be pulverized, but it's like they found it at the bottom, at the base of the towers, before the towers collapsed. Like, because the thing is, even if it did, like, how would someone pick it up? Because if not, no one picks it up, then it just gets covered by a bunch of debris. So it's just I don't understand that. Have you seen every time Scott Jennings says how it really is, the others freak out? Well, yeah, Scott Jennings is the Republican, and there's like the CNN still does their panels where now they've got two Republicans going up against like five liberals, so now that's how it's set up on CNN with the panels. They have like a black Republican dude, then there's Scott Jennings, then there's like four liberals, three of them are women, two of them are minority women, and so that's how they structure their panels. It feels like, and also the host is liberal as well, and that's the worst part of it when you get into those debates and the host is against you because they can control the conversation. Got in trouble at school for watching one of my videos. You said, and I got to pay for subscriptions, not sexual subscriptions. When you had $3 in your bank. When was this? You got to be joking on that, man. I don't even think I said that. But that's not even a bad thing to say. That would have just been a joke. Caitlin Collins, Brady, yeah, she's not bad. She's not bad. It said that Trump took so long to denounce the murder of Brian Thompson. Well, it feels like Trump was kind of out of the limelight last week. It took him a while to talk about the drones as well. So I don't. I mean, I wouldn't read too much into it, man. I mean, Trump obviously doesn't like that. If anyone that would hate that and the idea that that would be acceptable, it would be someone like Trump, very rich. A lot of people think he's horrible. I mean, obviously Trump's going to be against that. They also found Todd Beamer's watch and crash. Yeah, that was the Shanksville crash, which I mean, I guess is like the idea that because the thing is, you got to understand what the passport that was found like at the base of the towers. That passport would have just been covered with debris anyways from the towers collapsing. So it's like it has to be somehow the passport has to survive. It has to drop, and then someone has to pick it up before the towers collapse. What do you think about the dead internet theory? Well, there's a lot. Yeah, and that's something. The dead internet theory is like, I do wonder, and it's hard because it's like, you don't want to always think like this because it'll ruin your internet experience. But how many times is like communication when you're reading stuff? Because most of the time you're reading stuff on the internet and what people are saying. You got to just wonder how much of the time is it just not real? It's just not even a person. It's I mean, there's no way to. The amount of fake accounts is just. I mean, Musk said he was going to do something about it. I don't know, man. And now I think X is even having bigger issues because now it's just all interaction and engagement. The incentives are just to draw engagement. They tweet the same thing every 5 days. The same exact thing gets posted because they know it's going to get engagement. They're all in the partnership program. They're all the same people commenting under posts trying to get engagement under rich people or people that have a lot of followers. I don't know what with X. I mean, there's got to be a better. I mean, I don't know how you were able. I'm not sure you're able to ever eliminate bots. I don't think it's possible without totally infringing on people, and that's not going to happen. Are you surprised Gen Z is most conservative young group of people since Gen X? I mean, I am pleasantly surprised about that. I mean, it always ebbs and flows with these Gen X, Gen Z, millennial. There's gonna be more conservative but yeah, it is a little bit surprising. We'll see if that stays that way. Hopefully it does. Could the passport survive the plane explosion? I mean, things can survive the plane explosion just because they get ejected out of the plane. I mean, there has to be something that it's not like the thing just completely disintegrates. Why do you think young people are so liberal, but once they get older, they're becoming conservative? Actually, I don't think that really happens. Well, I guess it does, but there's a lot of old people that are liberal now, and young people are conservative. But I understand what you mean because normally that's the caricature. You get older, you get more conservative. Now, there's a number of reasons. You actually own land, you own a home, you have a family. That always makes, especially women, more conservative. There's your priorities shift from actual needs in life to support your family rather than just these artificial standards of like, oh, we love, we love everybody the same. It's like, well, that's not the point. The point is to take care of your family. Congress got their asses kicked today. Yeah, they're realizing, Musk has just enormous say over everything. You hate the new Twitter name? I mean, Twitter was an amazing name. There's no doubt about it. It was an amazing name. You recently saw a video of soft instrumental music being played. Yeah, there's video of that. Yeah, that's a crazy video. I think I know the one you're talking about. Thoughts on daylight saving time versus standard time? You know what, man? People were like, it's going to be an easy win for Trump. People are really divided over that, and there's a lot of arguments both ways. I mean, the daylight saving time argument to keep it fully on daylight savings time seems very simple. You want more light at night, but you've got people that say no, it results in more accidents during the morning. They changed to it in 1974. It didn't go well. They changed right back. I think Russia recently tried to change to it and went back because it didn't work. So I don't know. I mean, I think it's pretty optimized pretty well, but then they're saying it costs a lot of money to change it back and forth, so they're just going to stick with standard. But then with standard, you don't solve the issue of the sun setting like at 5 o'clock. So I mean, there's issues on both sides with that. It's not necessarily surprised you haven't reacted to Cenk Uyghur's election meltdown, even though most of his ire was pointed. Yeah, I mean, with him, I mean, his meltdown always just goes, he never melts down against the country because what a lot of the liberals will do is they'll say the country's just dumb. He'll at least just melt down at the establishment liberal party. The millennial generation has shifted to the right a little bit. Do you feel like Sherrod Brown represented your state well, and how do you feel about Bernie Miranda replacing him? Mike DeWine. DeWine's a rhino. DeWine's a boring rhino who doesn't do much at all. Brown is just the typical like moderate liberal kind. I mean, he was a suit. He was a nothing. And Moreno is just like a Trump backed guy, so I guess Moreno will do fine. But Moreno really was not endorsed fully in Ohio. I'll say that I mean, Trump won Ohio by 11. He won by 4. I mean, it's not the best performance. Let's be honest. But Brown was the incumbent. He was. But still, if Trump's carrying the state by 11, you want to win by like 7 or 8, not by 4. Going to school in the winter while pitch black would suck. Well, dude, my high school started at 7:20 in the morning. It was pitch black, and during really like multiple times during the year when I was in high school, it was pitch black when you get on the bus. New Commander Stadium in the bill. Can you believe that? Really? No, you're joking. The new Commander Stadium is in the spending bill. Listen, it's needed in DC. I mean, it's not ideal, but GOP needs to be united and vote for Johnson so they could start legislation quicker. Yeah, I mean, you can't keep changing. You can't keep changing these. I mean, they're changing a person every single year. I think Johnson will hold off Donalds or whoever. Crypto is getting destroyed right now, man. Crypto's having a bad day. Did you see Trump said he felt sad for AOC that she lost the leadership position? He seems to have better. I think that was a sarcastic. I thought that was sarcastic what Trump was saying, and then AOC responded to me that was like sarcastic, but maybe it was not. I don't know. Will the Commanders go back to the Redskins? I don't think they're going to change the name back. It would just be the logo, which is dumb. I mean, if you're going to change the logo back, the name should also come. You can't just have the logo and not the name. Thoughts on Chiefs and Texans game? I don't know, man. The Chiefs are just such a fake team this year. They just in so many close games they always win them. I think the Texans Stroud's definitely had a sophomore slump. I guess the Chiefs will probably win a close game. But no, I think the Chiefs will lose. The Chiefs are going to have to lose at some point. They've been winning a lot of close games. Thoughts on potential MLB expansion? Is Vancouver getting an MLB team? I would be pretty surprised if Vancouver got a team at this point. I would like to see. I mean, I would be fine with Vancouver or Montreal getting a team. Give me Vancouver and Nashville. Give me Montreal and Salt Lake City. Are there any crypto that you are thinking about buying in this pullback? I mean, I'm not buying. I've already got my money in things. I'm not going to be entering new money into it. You like Sheeb? Yeah, I mean Sheeb's ridiculously high in market cap. That's the problem with it. Nashville should get an MLB team. I agree. I think they probably should. They're an up and coming city. They seem like the obvious choice. Hopefully Netflix doesn't screw up the NFL games like the Tyson Paul fight. I think they've already had NFL games. Maybe not. I don't know. But I think they've had sporting events. But the Tyson thing was horrible. Yeah. I don't know where the expansions would be though. I mean, maybe you look at Charlotte, but then you got teams close to each other. Austin, Texas would be interesting, but there's yeah, I mean Austin, Texas, Salt Lake City if Nashville gets the Rays. Mexico City getting an NBA team. NBA's having issues. I mean, I think they are expanding, but I don't think it's going to be Mexico City. I think it's pretty much set in stone. It's going to be Seattle and Vegas. Salt Lake City went for Harris by 78% compared to when Romney won it with 66%. Well, it's not surprising Romney would do well there, but you're going to do a watch party on Trump's inauguration? Yeah. Like the watch party. Remember when everyone would ask me, are you streaming election night? Now it's turned into, are you streaming on the inauguration? Which I guess is good news because that means a lot of people will be tuned in. But I remember that everyone would ask me. Merry Christmas to you too. Love your channel, man. You're gonna go far. Trust me. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I don't know what'll happen. We'll have to see how everything plays out. What are Penn State's chances of winning it all? I mean, I would say like 5%, man. It's not easy to win all those games. Maybe 10%. Favorite Star Wars movie? I don't know, man. That just got me. That reminded me. Remember Star Wars Battlefront, the video game for the Xbox? That was an amazing video. I know they did another one, but I remember that. That was a fun game. I remember the Lego Star Wars. That was a fun game, man. Lego Star Wars. And you got the little lobby area. We should go to the inauguration. Are you going? But like, what do you do there? You just stand there like an NPC. I mean, remember when the Trump supporters went in 20? Well, it wasn't an inauguration; it was a little bit of a different event. But dude, I wonder how many people are going to go. You know, liberals are going to clown if there's not a lot of people there. Liberals are going to be very happy to clown on Trump. Not that it matters; it's irrelevant. Trump's in power. That's all that matters. Some lady came into my marketing class and said that she had us identify social media logos, and she put Blue Sky on there. Oh man, blue. You know, there's a nickname for Blue Sky now. Oh, Blue Sky. Who's your favorite Star Wars character? Chris Christie. I mean Jabba the Hutt. I'm sorry. I meant I get. I'm sorry. No, that was a low blow. Your audio keeps chopping out. Yeah, it's it's something that's happened. I don't know why, but you're gonna have to log. Just get out of the video and then re-click on it, and then it'll be all right. Yeah, yeah. If you're cutting out, you need to click off of the video and then click back on it. Exit out of the video and then re-enter it. Re-enter the video. Inauguration after party at the. Imagine we just tell the liberals go out there and go out and do a riot. No, don't. But I mean, they're not going to do anything. If they did do something, though, it would be good political leverage for Trump. Half of Congress won't show up. I know. There's already people saying they're not going to go. It's irrelevant whether they go or not. That's what they got to realize. What's your Blue Sky handle? I don't have a Blue Sky account. Attendance of inauguration doesn't matter. Yeah. You know, I disagree. That's the thing with like pretty much everyone. I'm big into huge rallies and symbolism. I think it's great for propaganda. I want huge rallies, just overwhelming rallies. But I mean, technically it doesn't matter. But I just think it's cool. What war do you think Trump is going to end first, Ukraine or Gaza? Well, it seems like he's focused on the Ukraine war, but I mean, I who knows? I mean, I know there was some movement on the Israel Palestine thing when Trump came in, and there was talks that maybe they wanted to work out a peace agreement with Trump, but who knows? There's been more talk about Israel Palestine or excuse me, there's been more talk about Russia Ukraine. Look up the photo of Chris Christie eating nachos and yelling at a baseball fan. Yeah, at the Brewers game, I think I've seen that. Crypto taking a beating. Dude, I don't even want to check. It's crazy. Like, how is this a bull run right now? This is disturbing. I mean, let me look at get go. Oh, here's the coin. And this coin's at like 3 billion and oh, what did this coin go? don't have that indicator. God damn it. Yep. Well, take a look at this. This is a joke. Seriously. You're kidding me. DJT is up. You're joking. That's great news. DJT is up. But this is pretty typical, honestly, with crypto. Unfortunately, during a bull run, you get this. How's Dark Maga doing? It's actually it's doing better than I would think. It had a run and it just came back down. No, it did like a 30% increase. Trump will say Mog during his inauguration. Well, then the bet would be lost. He has to say it before 2025. Just don't want to see photos of Obama's inauguration as yeah, they'll do that. Yeah, but they're gonna do that again. I know what you're talking about. How tall are you? Honestly, this is really honest. I'm about 5'10" and a half. And that's just that's not that's honest. That's really honest. I'm about 5'10" and a half. And what did you ask how much I weigh? How old are you? 25. How much do I weigh? About 153. Oh, you didn't ask that. I'm sorry. What state margin were you most happy with? Probably Texas. I mean, Texas is such an important state for Republicans, and you win it by 14. Just such an important state. I mean, obviously you could say Florida as well, but I knew Florida was going to be big. I thought Florida was going to be maybe 10 or 11 or 12. I didn't think Texas would be 14 or whatever, 13, whatever it was. Check out Pepe. I'm sure Pepe's having a pullback too. Yeah, down 17%. Oh, it's at 7.7 billion now. Do you do any sports betting? No, I haven't done sports betting in a while. My main thing is what I just do crypto. Honestly, I don't do any sports betting. I did sports betting like a few years ago, and you do parlays. I did win like a $2,000 parlay. That was a fun, but then you end up just losing it anyway. So it's like, oh, what's the point? Should red states avoid inviting Hollywood to make movie studios in their state, like what happened with Georgia, where Kemp was inviting all of Hollywood to Atlanta? Yeah, Atlanta's just such a cesspool. The surrounding suburbs have gotten more liberal. Georgia's turning into a mess for Republicans. I know Trump won it, but it was not an ideal state in 24 based off of what happened with the rest of the country. I don't know. Did that have an impact with Hollywood? I mean, there's going to be a level of influence. I just don't know the level of influence having studios like that in a state would be. Everything is down big. I know. I saw Dow Jones set like a record for being down for 9 straight days or something. I don't know. Or like 9 straight weeks. Sports betting is such a scam. Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think sports betting is good. This guy's last name on UNLV is Jesus. It's probably pronounced Jesus, but I don't know. Trump losing in 2020 was better in hindsight. Trump will be president for the World Cup Olympics 250th year anniversary. Yeah, I wonder what they'll do for the 250th year anniversary. The 4th of July, there'll be a massive rally or something. Midwest is moving further right as the Southeast, minus Florida, moves further west. When you going to get off of the crypto and back to the stadium stuff? That was a good series you had going. Well, I mean, I don't do many crypto videos. It's mainly politics, honestly. But yeah, I do want to do a few stadium videos. But maybe more so updates and stuff like that. Recent stadium updates. I haven't done updates on a lot of these stadiums in months at this point. What crypto should I buy? I mean, I can't really advise you on that. I would have, like, I don't know what your risk tolerance is. Uh, I don't know how much, capital, because a lot of that depends on a lot of it. And also, like, with crypto, it's really not friendly to newbies outside of like Coinbase, but then Coinbase, the coins are all, they're already high in market cap at that point. Trump said for the 250th a while ago he wants a year-long party with carnivals and shit. Well, yeah, I mean, you want to keep morale up during your presidency. I think for Trump's presidency, it's going to be very important to end that war with Russia Ukraine. That's really going to kick things off. Have you tried Mexican food? I mean, I think pretty much every American has had Mexican food. I've had street tacos and shit like that. I mean, it's fine. One of the DG stories coming back. I might do something for on Christmas. I might just upload one. I might do just a recap or something. It's hard because that's like a more of a therapy thing, and it's not necessarily something I want to do videos on. Thoughts on the New York Jets? I think the Jets. You see the Jets' new logo? It's terrible. I mean, the logo they had with the football, that was it was kind of it was a decent logo, but they got the new logo. It's just the letters. It looks like shit. That's what I think of the Jets. I mean, their team with Aaron Rodgers, it's been bad too, but I think these logos have gotten worse and worse. Why would the Jets change their logo to what they did? Like, guys, this logo in the middle is not terrible. They change it to the wait. What did they changed it to this? This is crap. This is not a logo. It's letters. There's no logo there. What's an underrated bowl game? It would be like LSU Baylor should be a fun bowl game. $60 billion for Ukraine and Bill bullshit. Doing an NFL playoff prediction video. Yeah, if there's like a bracket, ESPN normally has a bracket. That I would do that. Jets had an awesome logo. I know this is a nice logo. I like the football. The football is nice. I mean, it's not great. Like the football shape is not Say what you want about the Browns, but I'm glad we don't have a logo. Well, I mean, you have like the helmet, the helmet. Yeah, I mean the helmet is what it is. They could change their primary logo to that elf. Who's the best MLB logo? Probably the Yankees. I mean, the Yankees logo is very clean. The Phillies have a clean logo with the way the cursive. I loved this Miami Marlins logo, but they changed it like the swordfish. The Guardians is such shit, man. It just looks like a fake team. Phillies, that's a clean logo. Rangers, that's boring. Oh, this is the Yankees' primary logo. I thought their primary logo was the NY. No, I guess it's not. I don't know. Some of these like logos are like I feel like they're secondary logos. Yeah, these are this is the Yankee logo that's good. The Padres have a pretty clean logo. It's just an abbreviation. The Brewers, yeah, the Brewers I think changed theirs back to this. This is like a retro the mitt, the glove. Called the Browns helmet is orange with an elf. Yeah, they should change to the elf logo for the Browns. I think that would be a pretty good rebranding. They got this as a secondary logo. It's crap though. This is their main logo. It's a helmet. I mean, how is this a logo? It's not even a. It's just a helmet. uh, have you guys seen the different Illinois state flags? Here, let me show you. They got. I'll show you the ones that I tweeted about it. The two that I like, the state flags that I like. This one's pretty cool. I think this is a decent flag. It's got the outline of Lincoln, the state outline there, and then this is a pretty cool flag as well. I don't know. We'll see what they end up choosing though. Max Fried to the Yankees. I mean, it's not a good contract, honestly, but I don't think they really care. Fried is good though. Like you look at his track record. He's a solid pitcher. He's a solid number two. As a lifelong Indians fan, I refuse to accept the Guardians name. I know the Guardians name is just so botched. I mean, you could if you're gonna change it, at least change it to something not so clunky. The Expos had a badass logo. Yeah, the Expos did have a good logo. The new Minnesota flag, Somalia. You know the Ohio State flag is not even a. It's like a weird It's like a skinny flag. It's like Nepal. No, it's not. It's not that bad, but he's not a $200 million pitcher. Yeah, but that's the going rate at this point. You got to pay up. I know San Diego is SD with the P in the middle. I know. I've seen that. It's a mind fuck. Why does the horseshoe low-key look like a huge toilet? Well, there's a lot of stadiums that kind of look like that if you view them in that lens. That's what I realized because somebody told me that a while ago, and I started looking at some stadiums. Their Nepal's flag, Nepal's flag, that the skinny thing. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. The shape of it. Yeah, both the Guardians and the Reds and the Commanders. Those names are both bad. You're watching Abby Phillip, really? That liberal lady on CNN. You want to talk about badass flags? I like the United States flag. The U.S. flag is pretty good. The Indians logo is kind of insane. Yeah, I know the Indians one is pretty bad. The Redskins one is there's nothing wrong with the Redskins one though. There's nothing wrong with the Redskins one. The Indians one, yeah, the big nose, it's like a caricature. I'll give you that. The Redskins one is just a chief. The U.S. seal is pretty badass too with the eagle. Do you think you should support? Hold on. Yeah, there's the Ohio flag right there. You can see that's South Carolina, Maryland, Wyoming. Do you support legalizing marijuana and do you think Trump should? It's an easy win with young voters. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of marijuana. I think marijuana is a bit overrated. I mean, listen, for helping people with like medical conditions, I guess it's fine. I don't know, man. There's a big problem with marijuana in big cities and the smell of it getting everywhere and it smells like shit. So I'm not. I know a lot of people, they like marijuana and stuff. I think it can really hurt people because marijuana makes you not want to do anything. And if you're already rich and that's fine, and you do it at night, that's fine. But it's not a great idea to dumb the population like that. Anyone have any tips for getting rid of brain fog? Don't look at me. Do you think the NBA should start the season on Christmas since no one watches this time of year? I don't know what they're gonna do. They can't limit the games though. It's gonna be less money for everyone. They're all greedy. So they're not going to do that. I mean, the only way they might bring the games down from what 82 to 74. I don't think it's going to happen. It's just like there's not going to be a salary cap in baseball. They're all too greedy. They lose money. A lot of conservatives support it though, especially young conservatives. Yeah. I mean, I would listen if I had like was the mayor of a city, I wouldn't really want marijuana legalized. I think it smells like shit everywhere. It's not good, but I mean it's not a terrible. I mean, there's a lot worse drugs, but I think it is a bit overrated. What is the point of the NBA Cup? It's a joke, and it also the floors are terrible. Have you seen the floors of those NBA Cups? I mean, the floors are like it's like a vomit. It's like a color vomit on the entire court. You live in Germany. You're in Germany right now. Where are you at in Germany? What city? Munich, Berlin. I don't know. Germany. It's got to be like 2 8 4 a.m. in Germany right now. I don't know if anyone's watching this from Germany. Thoughts on Little Caesars Arena? That's a nice arena. I think there's the exterior they did pretty cheap if I remember that correct. Yeah, the exterior of the arena looks like shit, like the top of it. But the interior of that arena is nice. I mean, it's a newer arena, so it's gonna look nice. Yeah, there's I can't even watch an NBA Cup game. I don't watch the NBA in general, but the NBA Cup is even worse. Did your friends post black squares in May of no? I think that was June, but no, the black squares were the cringiest shit you could do with that stuff. Is you want to talk about the literal virtue signal, a black square below freezing for OSU versus Tennessee. I don't think it's a difference maker. I think it slightly helps Ohio State. What's the most you ever bench pressed? Like 350. No, I'm just kidding, man. I mean, I just did dumbbell press, maybe like 80-pound dumbbells. Are you still undefeated in the bull pickup? Yeah, I am. You see that? I am. I got it. I'm like owning all of you guys. I'm destroying you guys. I sound like I'm trying to talk like Gen Z and it's not working well. I'm owning you guys. But no, I mean, you look at this. I'm 4-0. I'm in first place. So there's a lot of people that copied my picks. I see. That's why they're in first. They copied my picks. I got UNLV winning this game. Come on, UNLV. They're up 14-10 right now. Come on, UNLV. I've got a perfect record. Do you live in any of the three major metro areas of Ohio? Um, and I mean, kind of on the outskirts. MetLife Stadium, it's a shithole. It's a shithole. You want to work out with me? Yeah, we should get. I mean, dude, I haven't worked out in a while. I used to work out every single day. It was good, but I've been struggling to fall asleep at night. I can't even fall asleep. I fall asleep at like 3:30 now. Honestly, you said in a dating video that you're 5'9". That was before a growth spurt. Were you happy about the abortion referendum failing in Florida? Every state should require 60% to pass a referendum, and simple majority shouldn't be enough to change the state's constitution. Well, no, I agree, and I can't. I just can't believe. Good for Florida, although Florida's very right wing at this point. But I can't believe Republicans can't win the abortion topic. It's got to be just bad. It's just bad branding. I mean, it's the way they brand it. It's taking away your rights. No, it's not. You could argue there's so many different things that take away your rights. It's just the way you act in society. You can't do certain things. I mean, is that taking away rights? SoFi is pretty average. I'm surprised how average they made that stadium for it being built, in 2014. It's kind of a dud. I would be pretty pissed off if I was a 49ers fan. I mean, it's not the worst. It's four. Yeah, working out is gonna. I have to try and wake up tomorrow at 8 o'clock and then go work out. I think that'd be good. Am I gonna stream all 6 hours of the inauguration? Come on. I'll do when Trump speaks. I'll do beforehand. I'll do a little bit after. I'll do when Vance. I'll just do certain parts. You need to yeah, I need to start working out again. It probably will help with my sleep. Is the stream going till 3 a.m.? No, I mean, dude, but I'll be up till like you end the stream at like 11 o'clock or whatever. I'll be up for like 5 more hours probably. Hopefully, I'll be able to go to sleep earlier. NBA has turned into a clown show. Yeah, the NBA has just horrible ratings. They don't play defense. Those players, they don't even care. Do you still fuck with LeBron despite his views he plays on your? My favorite team's not the Lakers though. I mean, LeBron's got his own personal problems. I mean, he's been sitting out games. Eric Adams a Republican now. Yeah, he's kissing up to Trump. I mean, he was always more like a badass on crime, but he didn't do anything. And now he was angry that all the immigrants were there, but now it's really heightened up because they're trying to get rid of him. So he's trying to cling on to a pardon from Trump and kiss up to Trump. DJT stock ain't your. How bad is it with DJT right now? Because that's. I mean, I'm sure it's not good, but oh, it's actually not as bad as I would think. I mean, I'm sure it'll go back up, dude, with Trump coming in. Ryan Day. That's nice, Nick. I like that. Ryan Day's got to be fired. I mean, this has got to be the end of it. NBA courts post ads all over the place. Yeah, well, that's everything. Look at MLB fields. They have ads behind home plate. They got ads on their jerseys. It's everywhere. Please, please, please do Vance versus Harris 2028. Yeah, I mean, but like, I don't know if there's a purpose to doing that. I mean, I understand. I guess hypotheticals are interesting, but I'd probably just go with Vance with like probably 325 votes, maybe 330 electoral votes if Harris ran again. But Harris is not running. Where do you think the A's will end up? I mean, if they left, it would be Nashville. It's the most obvious. I guess it would be Nashville or Charlotte, but I think Nashville. It's very close or close enough. Still surprised how fast the election was done. It was over by 11 o'clock down here in Arizona. Yeah, you could even argue in Arizona, possibly even earlier. I mean, it was known really by midnight, I would say, that Trump had a very commanding position. So that would be Arizona does the time change thing, so I don't know, but it would be like 10 or 9 o'clock, depending. Gotta go take care. All right, ETA, I'll see you. MetLife is ugly inside and out. Yeah, it looks like an air conditioning unit from the outside, and the inside is just there's nothing remotely unique about MetLife on the inside. Is this LeBron's last year? I would imagine LeBron will have a farewell tour next year. How bad is Mike Johnson? I mean, he's just a suit. He really doesn't do anything. He's trying to. I don't think he'll. I think he'll stay. I think he'll stay though. Isn't California still counting votes? That's got to be a joke. Was wondering who you thought was the best team in college basketball. Probably Auburn. I mean, Tennessee's there as well. The SEC is really good. Are you East or Central? I'm Eastern Standard Time. All of Ohio is Eastern. I believe pretty much. I believe all of Indiana. Yeah, I think all of Indiana is Eastern as well. Did you hear what Deion Sanders said? He said having a baby isn't a mistake; it's a blessing. Wow. So basically, coming out against abortion. That's good. Will Trump pardon himself? With something like that, I would imagine Trump would prefer to wait until the election happens, and very similar to what Biden did. If Vance wins, then Vance can pardon him if it comes to that, and then if he loses, he'll just pardon himself when he's a lame duck. But I don't know. Do you think Mike Johnson is a rhino? Not as bad as no, not. He wouldn't be meeting with Musk and Trump and all that. It does seem like he's trying to. It's not on the level that some of the others are, like McConnell. Will Donald Trump pardon Barron at the end of his term for what? Is the dark MAGA coin dead? I mean, I hope not. It actually go look at it. It woke up a little bit, and then it's we'll see. Hopefully not. That's interesting. I just got an alert on my live chat. It says this stream is being monitored by YouTube. I don't know if that means anything. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Is that like a? Oh, that's a fake channel. It's a fake channel. I think. I don't know. Do you listen to Taylor Swift? No. What is that, a troll? I was wondering if like other people could see that alert, and then I was like, oh, it's not an alert. What's with the drones? They're looking for radioactive material. I mean, I really don't think there's anything to monitor. I'm not even saying anything bad. You keep it PG. You got to admit that was creative. Yeah, well, the thing is, I was wondering if it was actually a like an alert that YouTube sent to where it was like on only on my thing, like the creators thing, and not on the actual chat. Will you ever get back into the Titanic related content? I don't know. Maybe I'll look into doing some videos on Titanic. I mean, I could do some, I guess, some interesting ones. Did you see that support for gay marriage is the lowest since 2016? I did see that it was going down. I did see that. Yes. I think all the woke stuff is yeah, there's just too much of that crap. It's an overload, and it's not even just that. It's also, you know, there's never been really an issue with gay people for me. We that was never the issue, but when they start forcing it, and when you start changing the flags and turning them to gay pride flags, that's a big problem. So it's that's what's gonna happen. Do you drink beer? No, I don't drink. I don't drink much of anything alcoholic, man. Dude, you gotta stop. Those videos are where all the female viewers are. Yeah, they are. The Titanic ones. That's upping my rate. It would be 98 to 2, but it's like 90-10. I'm thankful for those videos. They don't destroy the ratio. I really don't agree with the position of bullying our closest ally in Canada. While the US has a trade deficit, it's only because we import so many resources and good from there. Well, no, that's the point. The point is we really should be getting the resources for pennies on a dollar and not paying full price. I mean, technically the U.S. still gets a good deal from Canada, but they could really squeeze Canada by the balls if they wanted to, and I think that's what Trump wants. So no, I can understand your position. You don't want to be angering an ally, but I think it's obvious the United States has serious leverage over Canada. They really haven't flexed yet. Do you like chocolate milk? Yeah, when I was younger, I would. Dude, chocolate milk is. You get a certain. What was the brand of chocolate milk that I love? It was like. No, certain brands of chocolate milk are very good. Other brands are really bad. It's kind of strange. Like Nesquik is not good. Well, it depends which Nesquik, but there was a brand that was really good. I think it was Dairyman's. Yeah, Dairyman's was really good. I mean, the calories on it are just remarkable, though. That was when I was in high school. You get that. It's very good. Do you drink energy drinks? I used to drink energy drinks like just Monster mainly. I don't drink any of that anymore. Are you surprised there were a bunch of OF girls that voted for Trump? I mean, define a bunch. I mean, there might be a few outspoken ones, but I would imagine the vast majority of OF girls voted against Trump. 2028 DeSantis versus Newsom. I don't think there's a point. I don't think DeSantis is going to be. What is your most proud moment the past year? What are you looking forward to in 2025? What goal do you have in 2025? Most proud moment was, I mean, probably having a perfect election map. I would say that was a pretty good thing. Um, what am I looking forward to in 2025? Um, I guess continue. I guess living on my own, honestly. What is a goal I have for 2025? Probably more IRL stuff, like with interacting with people in real life. You drink C4? Yeah, C4 is like I had C4 a few times. The powder version of it. I had a pretty, I don't remember what the pre-workout name was, but a pretty aggressive pre-workout powder formula. It was like a no, it wasn't Gorilla Mine. It was something else though. Do you have a Twitch account? No, I don't. You just watched eyewitness reports from inside the Twin Towers during 9/11. You did a great. Yeah, I have a lot of 9/11 videos if you're interested. Did your mods abandon you? I mean, this these people keep asking this question. I mean, I think Chris is in here. What are you talking about, man? Come on, bro. You're asking if my mods abandoned me. All energy drinks are bad for you. Stop drinking them. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's bad, but people still drink it. It's yeah. But yeah, energy drinks. 300 milligrams of caffeine is not the best. That's what I used to drink. Field goal by California. UNLV only up by one. God damn it. I have UNLV winning that game by over 1.5. That's all right. That's why there's a second half. Celsius, the Celsius energy drink. Yeah, that's kind of like a sporty. I feel like that's a mother of three type energy drink before her yoga session. You forgot Twitch existed. I know. I never go on Twitch ever. I don't know. It's like a whole nother world with that. Those streamers make so much money. I never go on there. I don't know. But to me, the interface sucks compared to YouTube. Vance versus Newsom. I already did that prediction. Yeah, that video did well. That was when I had some clout that when I did that video. I think go look at that video. That 2028 Vance versus Newsom. I did that like right after the election. 400 milligrams is a daily limit by the FDA. That seems way well. It depends what your tolerance is. You could have I could have 300 milligrams back when I was taking it and not feel a ton. And but dude, sometimes I would feel like if you just drink an energy drink while not doing anything, you feel like shit. It feels bad. But everyone's different. Why did you stop streaming after the election stream? Because I was just I mean I just wanted to have I just wanted a break, I guess. Because that stream was a long stream. Did you lose some subscribers after you went full politics? I still see some comments saying that they're done with your channel. I can't even tell because you gain subscribers, more than unless like a ton of people went left at the exact same time. You're really not going to notice because you're also gaining subscribers. It's not going to happen like it's not like a canceled situation where they all leave at once, so you really don't notice it. You could have 900 milligrams and feel nothing. Yeah, I mean there are people like that. Can we see your Lego collection sometime? Maybe on my second channel, maybe. Wonder if RFK would change requirements of caffeine. What do you think he'd bring it to like 350? Do you have a solution to the college football playoff bracket? Yeah, there can't be autos. There can't be auto qualifiers for all the conferences. Auto buys. But you had thousands and thousands of viewers at the time. Yeah, you're not really gonna lose, even subscribers from like going into politics if you're getting that many views because you're just gonna gain more. Harry Sisson guy lost 20% of his followers. Yeah, liberal people did have their follower, subscribers go down and stuff like that. I guess when you lose, you just lose. You're gonna lose some followers, but you'll probably just gain them back. I mean, it's not like those people. Boss's husband drinks 7 to 10 16-ounce Monster energy drinks a day and takes 8 melatonin to fall asleep. Yeah, people do crazy stuff. I will say that. That seems almost like you'd be dead, though. You started watching mostly when it was stadium vids. Man, that was like I did mostly stadium vids in 2024. 2020 like 2024, early 2024, mid. Well, no, no, no. 2023, I think, was the mainly the stadium, and also 2024, and then it shifted in the summer. But 2023 was like stadium vids, college football. 9/11. Well, 9/11 came like later. 9/11 was like the fall of 2020. Yeah, mainly the summer to the fall of 2023. Did you see Whoopi Goldberg bitching about our? Yeah, I saw that. But Whoopi Goldberg didn't even lose. I mean, did she lose that much weight? Uh, she's like this drug did this for me. React to David Pakman's meltdown, dude. Whenever you hear him, David Pakman talk, he's got like this weird cadence where it's like he's talking to 5-year-old kids. Just this weird like, and that's why Trump supporters are bad. They did January 6th. It's like a weird cadence with him. Started watching March Madness 2022. Yeah, March Madness. I do. Man, that was like the first videos I did that had any views. I think was March Madness 2022, if I remember. Hmm. Would you consider doing airplane videos and should RFK? Airplane videos. I don't know. I want to do a video on like the White House, honestly. But should RFK and Trump sue the View? I mean, sue them for what though? It's you know what, they should sue the. No, it's whatever. I think just ignore them. You just give them more attention. But if you can get money, I mean, it's kind of funny because these people, what are they just allowed to just lie? That's what liberal. It's like these liberals are allowed to just lie constantly, and then the conservatives do it, they get deplatformed, but liberals do it, nothing happens. You reacted to MSNBC and CNN meltdowns. Why not PBS or CBS? Those ones were not as. Uh, the PBS, I mean, there's no names on those networks, especially PBS. But you know what? Who was the one Trump lady? God, who is that? Mary Trump. Have you seen her meltdown? Oh my goodness. Her meltdown was she was faster than everyone. She immediately said, "God, our country." You know what it is? It's like our country is so racist. Our country hates minorities. Oh my God, my candidate didn't win, so our country's terrible. My candidate lost. I hate our country now. Our country's so stupid. But if she would have won, I would love our country. That's how it works. These people just bitch and moan and cry. Yeah, we've let. I mean, look at our country. Look at the demographics. Yeah, we're really racist. George step on all of us was pissed about Trump. Yeah, he's gonna have to be fired for losing 15 million like that. He probably got pissed at them for not standing up for him. And Doge will red pill PBS. Yeah, just fire all of them. Replace them with conservatives. Tucker Carlson now the lead anchor of PBS. Mary Trump meltdown was out of control. Destiny meltdown was also funny. Well, Destiny has no clue how election counting works. Did you see how he was trying to calculate the votes and stuff? You can't do that because you don't understand how all the other rural areas, like all of the other rural areas, they're all very small, but they do add up. And so, like the idea, I saw how he was trying to calculate it. It's just a mess. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video or for this live stream. Let me just check this, see if anything's done it. This is. Oh, come on with this, man. This is just not good, not good, not good. But it is what it is. You got to deal with it, I guess, with these. Stay on for 3 more hours. I don't know if I could do a marathon. Maybe if crypto pumps, I'd do a marathon. But Lickman's meltdown was the best with his son. Yeah, his son was on with him. I remember I heard I was watching a video on Lickman and he was like, I think she's gonna win Georgia when 3% of the vote was in, and even his son was like, "Whoa, daddy." His son was like, "Whoa, daddy, let's calm it down there." He's like, "You really think after 3% of the vote gets in Georgia, she's up by like 3 points?"